And greetings to you, value investors, day traders, hype dorks across the fruited plain. Lots of news today, lots of different stocks. Let's get into some AT&T. AT&T is getting very interesting at these levels. They have an incredible buyback. They have an incredible program going forward. I like it. Okay, everyone, welcome in. Let's do some morning show. All right. So futures are now positive. I love it. I love it. So last night, me and Paul and Mikey had a little bet going of what indices would be positive, because everything was red last night, by what time. And my guess was that the NASDAQ would be green by 7 a.m., but the Dow futures and the NASDAQ and the S&P futures would be down. And it took until 7:30, but I was correct. This one was up 1 point at 7:30. Everything else was red, but yeah. Can't win them all, right? All right, let's see what we have on the docket for today. Where shall we start? Let's start with this AT&T thing. So, I like it. AT&T is to... Okay, so we knew this. This is the best. This is the best. Nothing makes me happier than when you see this kind of irrationality in a market and you can just go and take advantage of it. This is so wonderful. So this was announced earlier last year. AT&T will spin off Warner Media in a $43 billion Discovery merger and cut its dividend in half. No surprise to anybody. No, everybody knew this. The company said it months ago. The company said it in the summer. Actually, I think they said it the week before 4th of July, because I went to a 4th of July party and there was somebody that was bitching about AT&T cutting their dividend. And I was like, well, I think it's a phenomenal idea. Well, they're like, well, I need to collect income and this and that. I'm like, okay, well, AT&T has a lot of debt. They really shouldn't be paying this forward. They should be buying back shares. It'll help you out in the long run. Well, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, all right, cool. So AT&T said Tuesday it's going to spin off Warner Media for $43 billion. and cut its dividend in half. AT&T shareholders will hold 71% of the new Warner Bros. Discovery company and will receive 0.24 shares of Warner Bros. Discovery for each AT&T share that they own. Okay. The deal is to unwind AT&T's $85 billion purchase of Time Warner that was announced last year. Some financials were not disclosed until yesterday. I can guarantee you that those financials that were disclosed from yesterday were not incredibly significant. I mean, we all knew it was coming. AT&T anticipates spending $20 billion on CapEx this year to invest more in fiber and 5G. The transaction will help reduce AT&T debt load. It's also expected to, so here we go. At the end of the fourth quarter, the net debt of $156.2 billion, giving its net debt adjusted EBITDA ratio of 3.22. AT&T expects that ratio to drop to 2.5 by the end of 2023 and would consider share buybacks if the ratio is further reduced. So they are getting rid of some of their debt load. They are considering buying back shares, having a share buyback program going forward, and they cut their dividend in half, which their dividend was absurd to start out with. I mean, what the hell are they doing? The dividend is 8.25%. So now you're going to get 4.125% and you're going to complain about it? God, be more of a boomer. All right, so that's that. AT&T is for show on my radar. ExxonMobil's getting interesting too. Well, all oil's getting interesting. Exxon reported very good earnings in the fourth quarter. Oil equivalent production rose to 3.8 million barrels per day, up 2% year over year. Permian production volumes rose by nearly 100,000 barrels per day. Let's see. The company initiated $10 billion share repurchase program. I was listening to the CEO talk about this morning on CNBC. Furthermore, they are going to be separating the business into 3 different categories. They're going to reorganize it for something about combining its chemicals and refineries division. They're doing something, whatever they're doing, and they're going to be moving to Houston, Texas from Irvine, Texas, and they're going to be saving $6 billion a year in costs. So I feel like companies like Exxon and BP are doing everything correct right now, and AT&T. So a lot of these companies are doing very well. All right. What else do we have? I'm an EV hype dork. What is oil? Oil is the blood of Satan that runs through the veins of internal combustion engines. Netflix stock has best day of the year. Analysts say that the subscriber slowdown doesn't tell the full story. So going back to last week when this was a dead company, it was done, it was this and that. Analysts come back and say, just kidding, we were joking. So I think that I'll tell you my opinion after I read the story. Shares are down nearly 40% in the past 3 months. We have anticipated the Netflix business matures. Investors will increasingly value the stock on the financial results rather than subscriber growth. Well, keyword investors. If I remember correctly, they weren't in the best financial position, but who knows? While the company could see more modest subscriber gains going forward, he thinks that Netflix's stronger pricing power is a revenue driver. Here's what I think about Netflix. You have 175 million people in the United States that have Netflix. How many people are in the United States? 350, 375, 400 million, whatever it is. It's a lot of people that have Netflix. Subscriber growth to me isn't everything for this company. I feel like that part of their journey is done. I mean, you're going to get growth. You're going to add a couple million people per quarter and whatnot. But who now doesn't have Netflix that wants Netflix? Everybody that just has it is just going to get it. You know what I mean? It's $13 a month, whatever it is. Everybody complains about what they have on there. They have so much content on there. If you can't find something that you want on there, you're the problem. Netflix ain't the problem. They have a great studio. They come out with good shows. It's incredible. So I don't think that Netflix subscriber, they put too much weight onto the subscriber growth desire. Okay, this person that keeps asking about UiPath, what are you doing? Stop cluttering my feed. All right. U.S. The Federal Trade Commission is going to review the Microsoft $68.7 billion all-cash deal for Activision. Federal Trade Commission, instead of the Justice Department, will investigate whether takeover will harm competition, the report said. Okay, so here we go. The FTC voted unanimously. So here's all right. There is an arbitrage play here for Activision Blizzard if the deal closes with Microsoft. So Microsoft is going to buy Activision Blizzard at $95 a share. ATVI right now is what price? I'm sure it's right here on the right side of the screen. $79. So right off the rip, you're going to get, what is it, $16 per share? There you go. If the deal closes. If the deal doesn't close, well, that's not going to work. So here's what can happen. The FTC could come in and say, well, these are antitrust rules. You're harming competition. You're making monopolies. FTC did vote to block Lockheed Martin's $4.4 billion purchase of rocket engine maker Aerojet Rocketdyne Holdings. Well, that's a mouthful. I think it was last year, something like that. Anyways, yesterday, Sony said that it was going to acquire Bungie Inc., which is the creator of the Halo game and developer of Destiny. I don't know what that is, but it's $3.6 billion. So when I heard that yesterday, I said to myself immediately, okay, this deal is going to close. The FTC or the Department of Justice, they're either going to have to say no to both or say yes to both. I don't see a world in which they say no to one and yes to the other, just because it's basically the same thing. One's on an incredibly massive scale and the other one is not. So, and so far, Microsoft has avoided any scrutiny of antitrust rules. Google and Meta have really been in there, but that is that. So if the deal falls through, Microsoft will pay $3 billion anyways, and they're going to complete the deal by June of 23. Feds George calls for a sharp reduction of $8.9 trillion balance sheet. Oh my God, somebody's actually saying it. The chief of the KC Fed Monday said that they should raise interest soon and pursue a big reduction in its $9 trillion stockpile of bonds. Esther George. Here it is. This is funny. The economy is fundamentally sound and should be expanded at a healthy pace inside. So they keep saying that. Jerome Powell keeps saying maximum employment. The Fed is the economy's good. This and that. Okay, if the economy's good, here, just do it. You keep saying the economy's good and sound. Cut interest rates. Start paying off your debts. That's it. It's pretty easy. If it's so good, then what the hell are you delaying for? With inflation running at close to 40-year high, considerable momentum in demand growth, and abundant signs of reports labor tightness, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. The bank last week issued guidelines for reducing the balance sheet, but did not commit to a timetable. Cool. George said the Fed faces a number of important and difficult decisions. So printing trillions and 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 trillions of dollars, that wasn't a difficult decision. This is the unwinding of the difficult decision. You put us in this situation, you figure it out. Yeah, it's difficult. You shouldn't have done dumb things. What will you do on the balance sheet will likely affect the path of policy rates and vice versa, she said. For example, more aggressive action of the balance sheet would allow for a shallower path of policy rate. A smaller balance sheet, for one thing, would allow the central banks more room to stimulate the economy in an inevitable shutdown. These people are crooks. So what they're going to do is reduce their balance sheet, and then when everything hits the fan, then they'll just come in and stimulate it right over again. And it's just a vicious cycle of stimulating nonsense and just not letting everything fix itself once and for all. But hey, that's great. All right, I was wrong. I will finally admit that I was wrong on cryptocurrency. I apologize for the 18 months, whatever it is, that I've been saying that crypto is not legit. I apologize for all of my sarcastic predictions of trillion. I mean, I was wrong about Bitcoin. LeBron James starts a crypto program to teach kids about blockchain technology. So, guys, we have finally found the expert of cryptocurrency. The guy that has been reading the same book for 6 years, maybe 12 years, the same book in the locker room, and he's still on chapter 1. He is our expert on crypto and blockchain. Damn, I finally get it. NBA superstar LeBron James has teamed up with Crypto.com to help kids learn about cryptocurrency and blockchain. So instead of teaching them about real things like financials and investing and Roth IRA accounts and this and that, no, let's go teach them about this BS, crypto nonsense. If you want to see the joke that I made, because I made a pretty good one on Instagram, I laughed at my own joke. Here we are. At @TraderMo_EM. At @TraderMo_EM. And you can go see my personal nickname for LeBron James that I probably shouldn't say on YouTube, but it's on my Instagram. So you can go see my nickname for LeBron at @TraderMo_EM. Here's Paul. Here's Seth. Here's Everything Money Handle. Go get it. But I would like to double down. I apologize about my crypto sarcasm because I finally found an expert. I've been saying all these years, all these months, there's no such thing as a crypto expert. I found one. It's LeBron James. All right. Futures just keep going higher and higher. All right, where's the internet? Here we go. What's the yields doing? They're gonna go teach these kids about crypto, and they're gonna be like, hey, what about the treasury yields? And the kids are gonna go, what? Because they don't know anything, because you're gonna be teaching about this BS crypto. 3 months. Oh, I'm sorry. I believe in crypto now. I shouldn't be so negative about it. 3 months, ticking up, 0.22%. I love it. But I want to see these invert. When these invert, it will hit the fan. Telling you right now. Earnings calendar, what reports today? AMD reports after the bell today. Google, PayPal, Starbucks, Gilead, GM, Exxon reported this morning. They flossin'. Tomorrow, Facebook reports after the bell. Qualcomm, Spotify, AbbVie, T-Mobile, and then Thursday, Amazon, Snap, Ford, Nokia, Activision, Blizzard, et cetera. Busta, why would you do that? You are the LeBron James of this chat. All right, if you want to join us, 8 pillars, retirement calculator, stock analyzer tool, 8 pillars portfolio, exclusive content, click join EM, and you get it. Here it is. $30 a month gets you access to all of that. Plus you get the chat. $80 a month gets you access to the Bid and Ask Nation. Paul, Seth, and myself went live trading, day trading yesterday, and teach you guys about how to day trade. And it's good. Employed Trader Series, Trading 101 Series, $80 a month gets you access to that. And man, I think it's a good value. But all right, and give me some stocks. We'll run through them, and we'll go from there. Send me some stuff. I am starting to think that Mo might be a bear. Politicians must be using public funds for drugs and hookers long before the internet age. That's what you use the metaverse for. Question for you. I got a serious question right now. I am being dead serious about this question. I am not joking. I'm not being sarcastic. I just want to preface it with that. So, in the real world, people talk about location, okay? Right. So when you go to the metaverse, I'm being dead serious about this. When you go to the metaverse, first of all, there's an infinite amount of location because you can go straight up forever. Because I'm seeing $500 million have been spent on real estate in the metaverse. So here's my question. If we can teleport in the metaverse, then what is the point of location? Like if you're a billion virtual miles away from me and I want to get to you, all I do is push a button and I'm there. So what does it matter if we live next to each other or not? Because I would rather go and spend like $3 on a house or a hut, and you go and spend $3 million on a hut, and then I just teleport to your hut. Well, your mansion. I'm in the hut. You're in the mansion. And I'll just teleport to your hut. I don't know. Especially if it's virtually raining outside, I would just say, hey, can I sleep over? All right. Serious question. Still don't have an answer. Starbucks. Oh, hold on. It gets better. So It's money laundering. Here it is. I asked this question in the group chat, and I was asking this person that knows a lot about stuff. So he said, I asked that same question. So he said, I don't know. I'll ask my NFT kid and get back to you. He's a huge gamer. I love it. Love it. Can somebody tweet LeBron for me and just ask him? That would be good. All right, let's do some stocks. Downtrend on Starbucks, rebounding a little bit. When do they report earnings? Looks like tomorrow. Oh, they report today. When? After the bell? What is this? Get out of here. When do they report? After the bell. So they report after the bell tonight. So don't be in this right now. See what happens. This thing comes up here. This thing comes down here. I really hope it comes down here because this is getting into territory of value. So, yeah, guys, don't do anything with Starbucks until tomorrow. See what happens and go from there. Oh, disruption bell. Duh. I just spent 6 minutes talking about disruption, and you guys keep talking about the metaverse and refuse to watch the movie Ready Player One. Yeah, I'm not watching that. I'm sorry. I don't like movies. Movies bore me. I can't sit down for 90 minutes and watch a movie. It's boring, especially a movie that I don't want to watch. If you want somebody to watch that movie, tell Seth. He'll watch the movie for you. He loves movies. Just not my thing. Never been my thing. Nah, that's it. All right, AMD reports tomorrow, is it? Tomorrow? No, today. Today at night. So a lot of earnings tonight. So I wouldn't touch this. Leave it be. See what happens tonight and move on from there. Next. Triple M. Downtrend for sure. Where is our support level? So it's just a lot of, so there is just a lot of consolidation here. So there's a lot of support. So what I would tell you to do, this is going to be very difficult for you to short going down just because of all of the support that I drew in. So let it fall, and I would say let it turn back up and go from there. Here's the good thing that you have going for you. We always talk about how sometimes a trend will come through the sweet spot and it'll go low and then lower and then lower. But right now what you actually have is it's making higher ones. So hopefully the next one peaks up here and then it actually gets rolling for real. So yeah, I got 4 kids and we go to the movies like Paul. Yeah, I don't do movie theaters for multiple reasons, but the main reason is because they are disgusting and I can't get over it. It's like the same thing when I go on an airplane. It just pains me to go on an airplane. I am the guy, and this was pre-pandemic, so all of you people that think that coronavirus is the worst thing in the world and you got to wipe everything down, no. I took with me all my wipies and my supplies, and I wiped off the seat because I didn't want to get lice or scabies or whatever. I wiped everything down. And when the person next to me says, hey, can I have a wipe? No, you can't. It's my supply. All right. PayPal. PayPal is just still getting beat down, moving up. Let's see, when do they report? It looks like later this week. Oh, again, tonight. So be careful tonight. So let's see. Let's see what PayPal does. If PayPal gaps up here, this trend will tick up and start moving into the sweet spot, and you'll be able to run this thing a little bit. If this thing moves down, short it because you're going to run through a lot of support running down. What else do we have? Yeah, fly private. Yeah, that's the goal. It's just gets a little pricey when you're flying across the damn country. AAL. Oh, AAL. Okay. But the good thing is I don't really travel a lot in the summer, so pretty much all of my travel is allocated to the winter when I need to get out of the cold weather. Okay. Downtrend on American Airlines. When do they report? Oh, no, they already reported. That's right. I remember that. So come over here. Come over here. When this thing gets into the sweet spot, when this gets into the sweet spot up in here, go ahead and run this thing up and just take profits going into the 50 and 25. I think that is a very good idea. Gap to fill on Netflix. Yeah, and then I will do... who sent me that? Hold on. Who sent me that? Andre. Yeah, I'll do it. Gap to fill. Yeah, so I would swing trade this. Come over here on a swing trading chart, run it up. But yeah, the gap will likely fill as soon as it gets to the top here on this gap. It's going to probably turn back down on you, especially if it goes up like 5 days in a row, 4 days in a row, and you'll do very well there. So the gap will likely fill, but it'll probably come right back down. So make sure that red and yellow line get into the sweet spot though. Google, Google is to report tonight or tomorrow? Tonight. So Google's going to report tonight. Same thing as I said with Starbucks and the other, and PayPal. Don't do anything with it. 10-cent music. Yeah, nice engulfing candlestick yesterday. Looking really good. I wouldn't even trade it over here. You know my thoughts on Chinese stocks long term. I would come over here on a swing trading chart, wait till the red line and yellow get into the sweet spot, take profits going into the 25 and 50 and the 100 and the 200, and take profits going into the moon, because that seems like where everybody thinks 10-cent music is going to go. Pinterest. Oh, Pinterest. This is acquisition city, in my opinion. When do they report next week? Oh, February 3rd. So they report on Thursday. Wait. Yeah, Thursday. Okay. Man. So here's the deal. I probably wouldn't touch this thing until after earnings. I would just, it's either going to move up here or it's going to move down here. I have a feeling this is going to be a volatile earnings because people, it's a stock that has been beaten down. So if they report anything good that people love, this thing's going crazy. So run with it that way. Okay, good question here about ATVI. So ATVI short. So let's look at it. Wait, what? Oh, okay. So you mean from a swing trading perspective, obviously. So here's the deal. It's hard for me to say that because any news can come out about, let's say the FTC. Here, listen to this, guys. When the Federal Trade Commission comes out and says this deal's going to go through, this thing's going to go up to $95. And if they come out tomorrow and say that, I don't know when they're going to rule on this. This thing is going to go to $95 and you're going to be burnt off your short. Conversely, if they come out and say this deal is not happening, it's going to come down here and you'll get lucky. So this, to me, guys, I don't know. I might stay away from this one. With that is big. That is stock moving news that's going to come out, earth shattering. So that's the only reason I don't want you to do that. Hogs fishing with Isaac. I just answered that one. Good question. DGX long term. Is this the LabCorp or something? Quest Diagnostics. That's it. All right. So you're sitting at support. Consolidation in here, consolidation in here, and right at that tip, you're just sitting right there. So the trend is certainly down. If you break below, let me zoom in and just show you what to do. This is the same thing as the other day, actually, but it's yesterday. So if you break below Friday's wick on the bottom, like this, you can short this thing further. But that's the only way that you can short this. Otherwise, I would just wait. If you wanted to short it over here, make sure the red line turns down and heads towards 0%. But this is a tough stock to do anything with right now. Lulu. Lulu is, so when does Lulu do their thing? Okay, so not for a while. So Lulu has a nice little trend going. Yeah, good. Looks like good price action today. If you get something like this today, go for it. Start a position in there on Lululemon, because if you get this today, this yellow line will move into the sweet spot, okay? And then you'll be able to take profits going into the 25. Odds are, if it continues to get volume like it's gotten the last 2 days, it will break through the 25 and it'll run to the 100. You'll take profits going into the 100. So, looking good. What else do we have? Boeing. Boeing had an interesting little day yesterday now, didn't they? So what was their earnings that they came out with? Oh, there's no chance that's true. Is it? Earnings per share down 2,050%? That doesn't sound right. All right. Downtrend for sure, but the price action was up yesterday and today. So let this thing calm down, see what's going to happen. This is the same thing as Lulu. If you get an engulfing candlestick and this comes into the sweet spot, you can go ahead and do something with it. But let Lulu calm down. There's something going on here. There's something weird here. Tesla or Ford? Let's do Tesla. And then we'll do Best Buy. Tesla's, oh wait, this is not Tesla. This is Tasmanian Devil Life Sciences. Tesla, downtrend for show, but little rebound in price action. But this, let's see. I would swing trade this. Wait till this moves into the sweet spot and go with it. I would not go short on this until you take out that wick from Friday. Whatever that wick was on Friday, you got to go under there. All right. Discovery. I'm sure Discovery should be having positive action today, this morning. Oh, that's negative too. So let everything with the news calm down. Let everything with the news calm down, and go from there. UPS reports earnings today. Reports are reported. I saw FedEx is like canceling FedEx Express. What the hell is this? These companies should be ashamed of themselves. They're so bad at they're so bad at their jobs, but they are basically a monopoly and nobody else can ship. So big gap up today. This is going to come right back down. This is going to come back down to this 200-day moving average again. So if you want to day trade it, sure. But if you want to look for a good short, throw that on a watch list and go from there. Best Buy, I told somebody I would do that one. Best Buy ready? Nope, Best Buy is not ready to go. We need, if you want to do long-term trade on this, you got to be in the sweet spot up here. And that probably won't happen until you get over 107.50 or whatever. What is this number? 107, 106, I don't know what it is, but that's when you will get over. If you want to do something over here and golf out, break through the 25-day moving average, go for it. Looking good. All right, next. Didn't we already do Disney? Or did I just see it a billion times because people just keep writing it? Guys, for the record, I am not blind. I do see your stock. When you type your stock and I see the same person type it like 100 times, like Marshall, who keeps typing Roblox, I am not blind, sir. I am just ignoring you. So pro tip to you, I am actually pretty good at what I do. I can trade, I can read your comments, I can run the board, I can do all of this without with one person, just me. But I'm also really good at ignoring you while you are bombarding me and trying to drive me nuts. All right, Walt Disney. Engulfing candlestick, go for it. Take profits going into the 50 and 25. That's pretty much what I could say about that one. Peloton. Oh, no. There was one that I wanted to do. Somebody wrote it, and it looked really... Texas Roadhouse. Texas. So now Color Scream is definitely using reverse psychology. Let's see. Texas Roadhouse. Market is now open. Downtrend. I don't know why. The place is phenomenal. Inflation. Remember I told you about their price? Coming. So here's the issue. Declining volume. Don't love seeing that. If you can break through the 25 and 50-day moving average, you can go and do something with that, but be careful with that one. Why do you keep CCing me on things that have nothing to do with me? All right. One more, and we will... Two more. Two more. Aflac? Is that the duck? Aflac. AFL. All right. Ooh, is this all-time highs? It sure is. So these are running into all-time highs. So here's what I would tell you up here. Take profits. Your red line is rolled under yellow, not under 80%, not even close, but it's rolled under yellow, so I'd take profits here. And if you break out and take out these all-time highs and get something going like that, yeah, go ahead and keep moving with it. But until then, Mo, do you have a class where you teach what you were talking about? I'm new to this and a little lost. Ian, yeah, that's the Bid and Ask Nation. You get all the rules that I'm talking about, follow along nicely, and you will be doing well for a long time because I teach a process of trading that is very rules-based and not throwing poo-poo at the wall like some people do. And hope that things stick. But come and join us in the Bid and Ask Nation. I'd love to have you. All right, increase. Look at this. This is perfect. I love what's happening on this swing trading chart. If you get an engulfing candlestick today that can kind of close above that 25-day moving average, you will be good. If tomorrow even you get a better one like that. Here, even if you get this today, even if you get like this with a wick today, and then tomorrow you get like this, that would not be bad. Wouldn't be bad. Maybe a little less on this wick. Maybe more down here. But looking pretty good on square. Long term, no. So, all right, guys, that's it. I will see. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm traveling tomorrow morning. I will not be here tomorrow morning. I will be here on Thursday from Ice Station EM. For those of you that don't know, ICE means in case of emergency. Ice Station EM in sunny South Florida. So if you need me, I'll be down there. Just kidding. 9 a.m. Thursday, I'll be here. See ya.